What's up, guys? Brody Hammond here, back with Eddie Echo News. Today I'm here with Jacoby Joseph, star JV basketball player right here. Oh yeah. So I got a few questions for you, Jacoby.
I laid on.
So you have a game tonight, right?
Yes, sir. It's Bangor.
Bangor here, right? Home game.
Sir.
What time does that start?
It starts at 5:30.
5:30. Make sure you guys go grab your tickets and show up. Support the team. So my first question for you is, how do you think you're gonna play tonight?
If I get the right looks, if the energy is good on the side of the team, then I think I'll drop a good 7 points for sure.
All right, my second question is, how do you think the team is gonna compete, and what do you think their vibes are gonna be?
Oh, we're always here to win, fight, whatever we have to do to win. Energy wise, like I said, we're really good with energy. We come, we get the building rised, and
That's pretty awesome. I like to hear that the team is ready to, rumble it up if they have to. So my third and final question will be, what do you think the final score is going to be?
I've never really seen Bangor play, but if I had to take a guess, we're always going to come out up top. So I'll say 50-32.
That's a great score right there. All right, guys, I'm going to interview him after his game, probably next couple days. And we'll see if any of his predictions are true. We'll see if they come out with a win. Hope they do. Always got to support the team. So see you guys next time.
See you guys.
What's up, guys? Brody Hammond here, back with Eddie Echo News. And today we're going to be interviewing Cole. He's a varsity player on the boys' basketball. So, Cole, I got a question for you. Got a couple questions for you. So, my first question will be, how do you think the team is going to compete today? And what is their vibe?
I think teams ready to compete. We all looking to get out there and get a kill. And we're ready. We're ready to fight. Yeah, it'll be a good game today.
All right, that's pretty cool. Second question is probably going to be, how do you think you're going to compete today? What do you think you're going to drop in points? Do you think you're going to have any assists, playmaking?
Yeah, I try to always go out there and do what's best for my team, whatever we need.
Yeah.
So if I have to go put up 25, if I have to put up 10 and 5, it don't matter. I just go out there and try to play to my best ability. Yeah.
All right. My third question is, what do you think the final score is going to be? Do you think you're going to come out with a W?
Yeah, I think the final score will probably be we looking to get a 20-point win, but probably around 50 to 70 or something around there. That's the goal.
All right, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I hope the best for you guys, and I hope you guys come out with the win because, I always got to support the team. See you guys next time.
Hey, man.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Eddie's Echo News, here with Brody Hammond and Jacoby Joseph.
Yes, sir.
So, Jacoby, I went to your game, what was it, last Friday?
It was last Friday.
And
yes.
I really like to see you play, man. You got some play time up in there. You made yourself a free throw.
Yes, I did.
I'm
And a
really
layup.
proud. And a layup. Don't mess that. Right? So, when I interviewed you last week, you said that you were going to get 7 points. Am I correct? How many points did you end up getting?
So I actually had 3. We don't want to talk about that. But
3 points. 3 points is still something. You
Still
always got to
something.
look forward to something. And either way, that could be your starting point. Maybe you go for another goal next time. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Your other prediction was that you were going to win by 20, and it was going to be 50-30.
Yeah. So we actually lost that game. I don't know what was going on through our minds. I don't think we were just good energy-wise. I don't think the team was working as a team. Some complications around the group of people, the young men that we have. But we have a game today, so let's make sure we win it and go do our best.
All right, man. I really like to hear from you.
Thank you.
I'm ready to watch your next game. Ready to see you play.
Yep.
Woo! That's the
Get it.
jumper that's going to win the game.
Let's get it, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Eddie's Echo News, here with Brody Hammond and Cole Mamie. So, Cole, last time I interviewed you, right, I asked you about what you would average points in that game. And you said, doesn't matter.
On January 31st, ELHS held the District 2 Music Festival. District 2 is where students from different groups come together to rehearse and perform music as one group. Even though most of us don't know each other, we only have 2 days to learn the music and work together. There were 2 different groups with students from all over, all in the same room. I'd call that togetherness. To me, it's walking into a room full of strangers and leaving feeling like you were part of something bigger. It's different people, different sounds, and different experiences come together to create one performance. We didn't need a lot of time, just effort, cooperation, and listening as one. Togetherness is seeing how individual parts come together and just turning into something meaningful, powerful, and beautiful. Sometimes togetherness doesn't need words, just more of an action shown by yourself. Good afternoon, Eddie Zucco. I'm here with Miss Landry. She's going to be talking to us with blind date.
Hi everyone. So we're playing in the library for the month of February, Blind Date with a Book. How this works is you choose a gift wrap book, so it's a surprise, that's the point. We're hoping that you'll read something that you haven't read before or might not have picked out on your own. Just to warn you, they are our new romance novels. So if you like that kind of thing or maybe want to try it out, you pick a surprise book, we'll open it for you at the desk, and we'll give you this Rate Your Date page where you're going to tell us what you think, write a couple of short sentences, and then you'll get a prize for playing along with us. And we also give you a special limited edition Scratch and Sniff Valentine's bookmark. I think I hit everything, I hope. Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
This is Zach Post from Eddie Zucco News. Have a good day.
Okay, good morning. My name is Cameron. I'm a reporter with Eddie Zucco News. I will be asking you a series of 5 questions about our city.
That's great. I'm Jeff Hyman. I'm the Auburn mayor. I'm happy to be here today.
Okay, so my first question is going to be, what are some of the opportunities for students to get involved in governing?
There's some very direct opportunities. There's on the planning board, on the school committee, and on the city council. There's student representative seats. I think it's a great opportunity for students to see firsthand how government works. There's lots of various boards and committees that usually students don't participate in, but sometimes there's issues that they're taking up that are of interest to them. They can always come and participate. Lots of the activities are online that you can watch them on the YouTube channel.
Thank you. My second question is going to be, what inspired you to become a mayor after the Maine State Police?
Well, I was in the Maine State Police. I retired as deputy chief. I then went on, ran a series of software companies for 15 years. I retired and decided that I wanted to get involved with the community. When I was at the state police and then when I was managing software companies, I was not in Auburn a lot. I was traveling around the state and all over North America when I was managing software companies. So I started getting involved in community activities. I wasn't particularly happy with the direction that I saw things going and thought we could do a better job. So I decided to run for mayor. and see if we could make an impact on moving Auburn forward.
That's good. Okay, my third question is going to be, what do you think the biggest challenges our city is facing?
Look, there's lots of challenges that the city's facing. You know, some of them I don't think are any different than you see in lots of other cities. Particularly related to the municipality, housing is a really big issue. Housing stock is underperformed over the years. We haven't built as many new housing units as were needed for the people that live here and for people that want to come here. So we have lots of housing challenges. I think we've done a pretty good job in Auburn over the last 5 or 6 years in increasing housing stock for market rate housing. Where we have a lot of work to do is in senior housing and low to moderate income housing. City government perspective with the city council, one of the most direct ways is with the budget. So as you know, the superintendent with the staff at the schools puts together a budget that will be presented to the school committee. That budget comes to the city council, and the city council has limited authority. Their role is either to approve or disapprove the gross amount of the budget. So I think over the last couple of years, the city council has been seeing education as one of their priorities. So I think, they've tried to provide the funding that's necessary for the schools. There's a direct relationship between the programs and services that schools can offer to the youth in our community to the funding that's provided. So that's one of the main ways. I think there's lots of other issues that affect youth in the community. Parks and recreation is heavily utilized by youth outside of school. So having a wide range of opportunities in parks and recreation is a good thing for the kids in the community. Having a vibrant, robust, growing community, I think is important, not just while youth are living in the community, but to provide them opportunities after they get out of school. Whether those are to go on to other training or education, to be able to live and work in the Auburn area, is important for growing the city. So we try to see what opportunities we can provide there.
Okay. And my last question is going to be like a fun little question. What's one local place you think everyone watching should visit?
Oh, that everybody would want to visit. Oh, there's lots of places to visit in Auburn. Let's see, if I had to pick one. Well, I guess I'll pick one of my favorites. I guess I'll say it this way. I'll pick one of my and my dog Molly's favorites. So we like to go to Mount Appetite. There's lots of great trails there. You can go there summer or winter. I like to hike and go on the trails with my dog. It's a place lots of people in Auburn have never been to, but it's a fun place to go. You're really just minutes from downtown, but you can go out and you're in a natural setting where there's great trails to walk and hike on. So I'd say that's a good place everyone should visit at least once.
Yeah. All right, thank you for allowing me to interview you today. Thank you for what you're doing for the city of Auburn and the residents of our city.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm glad to come by the school and be interviewed.